Hi everyone, my name is Minnie and I specialise in yoga for sports and athletes. So today I've got a really nice routine planned for you that's kind of like a functional movement class slash yoga. So there will be some yoga poses in there if you've done some yoga before, but we're going to be focusing on those areas that might be giving you just a little bit of trouble if they're a bit tight. So particularly the hips, the thighs, the glutes. Also focusing on the lower body, shins, ankles and feet. So excited to share this with you. Any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, let's get started. I'm going to start standing, focusing straight on those hammies. So what I want you to do is feet hip distance apart. Take your right foot about a foot step width in front, feet hip distance apart. Interlock the fingers, bring the hands onto that right thigh. Little soft bend in that right knee and start to tilt the pelvis up as you inhale here. Exhale, see if you can straighten that right leg a little bit more. So getting into the back of that thigh, the hamstring. So again, area that can get really tight from running. So inhale to back off. Exhale, tilt the pelvis up. See if you can straighten that right leg a little bit more. So you just want to feel the stretch about 6 or 7 out of 10. So nothing too intense. So inhale here. Exhale, straighten the leg, tilt the pelvis up. Just 2 more times. Inhale, slightly bend through that knee to back off. Exhale, straighten through the leg, maybe get a little deeper. 1 more inhale, back off through that right knee. Exhale, tilt the pelvis up, straighten that right leg. Good, then hold here for 3, for 2, and 1. Really nice. Slowly release, back off, shake it out if you need, and other side. Feet hip distance apart, step the left foot in front. Again, foot width distance and hip width apart. Interlock the fingers, bring them onto the front of your left thigh. So what I want you to do, same thing, have a little bend in that left knee. Inhale, tilt your pelvis up, so stick your bum out. Exhale, see if you can straighten that left leg. Oh, you should feel it deep in the belly of the muscle. 3 more. Inhale, back off. Exhale, straighten. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. So work with the breath. It's a tool to help. Lovely. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, straighten, then hold there a little deeper for 3, for 2, and 1. Really nice. Slowly release. Again, shake it off. Now, getting a little bit deeper into the hamstrings and the inner thigh. Nice wide-legged stance. So really, really wide. Toes out and toes in rather, and heels slightly out. Hands onto the hips. Tilt the pelvis as you fold forward and down. So this can feel really sort of as if your muscles are screaming at you in this pose. So lots of tight areas. So again, just ease, just have a little bit of a wiggle. Feel the sensations into the inner thighs, the backs of the legs, wherever it is for you. So bring some bricks if you need to bring the floor closer. Bend into the knees. Same thing, tilt the pelvis up on your inhale. As you exhale, see if you can straighten the legs a little bit more. Ooh, getting into those really tight areas around your hips. So 3 more times. Inhale, back off, bend into the knees. Exhale, tilt the pelvis up. See if you can straighten those legs. Lovely. 1 more time. Inhale, bend, back off. Exhale, straighten the legs, tilt the pelvis up and hold here for 3. Maybe going a little deeper for 2. Good, even deeper for 1. And then slowly release and back off. Good. Now coming into a nice side lunge. So right toes point to that left hand corner of your mat. Bend into this right knee. Keep the knee tracking over the ankle. And just bring the fingertips down. So you're not going too deep, just easing into this right side. Good, and then slowly walking the hands to that left foot, left toes point to the right hand corner of your mat. And just walking backwards and forwards. So we're not getting too deep. It's just to open up through the hips. Maybe the left toes lift. It's up to you. And just easing, feeling and noticing what is going on, what the body is telling you. Where are the sensations? Guide that right thigh open deeper, maybe with the right upper arm. Good, and then keep going. 1 more on each side. Good. Really nice. Now from here, we're going to work into the groin. So I want you to come down onto your knees, and I want your right knee underneath your right hip. Plant the left foot out to the side. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to use a gliding technique, so we're going to roll in and out of the stretch. So inhale, I want you to come forward to ease off. Exhale, sink the hips back. So you should feel that on the inner thigh of your left leg. Good. So 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, sink back and hold. Good. Maybe the left toes start to lift. Maybe you sink back even deeper. Keep breathing for 3. For 2. For 1. Nice. And then slowly start to back off. Now left knee underneath the left hip. Right foot steps out. Same thing. Gliding in and out. Inhale, come forward. Release the stretch. Exhale, sink back. Get deeper into the stretch. Feel into the right side. 3 more times. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then last one. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, hold. Maybe right toes lift. Sink a little deeper. Breathe into those inner thighs for 3. For 2. And 1. Really nice. Now slowly start to back off. Good. And then just start to bring the knees together and start to come to lie onto your tummies. Now working into the quadriceps, the front of the thighs. Bring the heels in towards bring just the left heel in towards the bottom. I'll scoot down so you can see me. Bring the left heel in towards the bottom. Grab the outside edge of that left foot. Press the pelvis into the mat, pubis bone into the mat. Then squeeze the left heel in towards the butt. Good, and just breathe. That's all you have to do. For 3. Maybe go a little deeper for 2. And 1. And then slowly release that foot out. Good. Now right heel to your right bottom. Grab the right foot with the hand. And again, same thing. Press the pubis bone into the mat. Don't let the hips lift. Squeeze the right heel in. For 3. For 2. For 1. Nice. And then slowly start to release that foot. Give the legs a little bit of a wiggle and a shake. Right, now working into a bit of thoracic work in your upper back. So again, in things like running, we can round forward and have this kind of modified posture. So we want to keep our spines moving well and efficiently. So bring your fingertips behind the head or the ears. Squeeze the butt, press the pubis bone and feet into the mat. Now your whole back body is working here. Inhale, draw the upper back up. So it's only a subtle movement. Exhale, come down. 4 more times. Inhale, peel it up, squeeze the butt, press the feet into the mat. Exhale, come down. 3 more. Inhale, squeeze, lift. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and release. Again, that's really good for postural work as well, building strength in our upper backs where we often round and hunch over and the muscles can get weak and switched off. So really nice. Now again, opening through the front of the body, coming into our seal pose. So elbows underneath the shoulders, fingertips spread nice and wide. Same thing, press the pubis bone and feet into the mat. Imagine you're drawing the lower ribs forward as then you peel the chest up and then bring your head in line with the spine. Good. So you feel a nice stretch across the tummy. And it's just simple breathing here. So again, opening and lengthening in the lower back. No compression, no pinching. If you're feeling that, you've gone too far. Just 3 more breaths. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and then slowly release down. Take it nice and slow. Give the hips a little bit of a wiggle if they need. And then gently walk the hands back towards you, lifting up onto your knees. Good. And coming into our downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. So this is a really good pose just to kind of assess how do the backs of the legs feel. So just walk it out. Don't really worry too much what the spine is doing. We're focusing on the legs. So bend into one knee, bend into the other. Where do you feel the stretch today? And now coming into a calf stretch, take your right foot to the left heel, drive the left heel towards the mat. Good, breathe here, 2 breaths. 1 more. Good, and then step the right foot down, other side, left foot to your right ankle, breathe. Good, 1 more. Nice, and then slowly drop to the knees and keep the toes tucked. So coming into another quad stretch, crossing the hands over to opposite shoulder, tuck the toes. So switch on the butt cheek. You don't want to round into that lower back and compress. Your whole body is in line here. So inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the butt, send the hips forward as you kind of draw yourself back so you feel an opening and strength in the front of the thighs. Exhale, squeeze forward. Good, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Really nice. Last one. And then lifting up and releasing. So important to keep that straight line in your body. Good. Untuck the toes. Now, big step with the right foot in between the hands, coming into a nice psoas stretch. So this connects the lower body to the upper body. It's a really deep muscle. Frame the foot with the fingertips. What I want you to do is bend into this right knee a little deeper. Sink the hips towards the mat. Draw the left heel away as your chest draws forward. So it's this push and pull movement in the body. Good. Now inhale, back off, slightly straighten through the right leg. Exhale, sink the hips, draw the left heel away, draw the chest and the crown of the head forward. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. See that stretch across the front of the left hip. Good. Bottom of the tummy. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, sink and then hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. And then slowly release. Press back, downward facing dog. Walk it out. And then left foot comes in between the hands. Same thing, but on the other side. So sink into the hips, draw the right heel away, draw the chest forward, draw the crown of the head forward. Inhale, back off slightly. Exhale, sink the hips down, right heel drives away, chest drives forward. Again, push and pull movement in the body. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale, hold for 3, 2, maybe get a little deeper for 1. Good, really nice. Now press back, downward facing dog. Again, walk it out. Now coming into my favorite pose, low lunge. Right foot comes in between the hands, drop the back knee and untuck the toe. Neutral pelvis. Navel draws in, tailbone lengthens down. Arms lift. Keep length through the spine and then just drive the hips forward. Really nice. Feel that stretch across the front of the thigh, the hip. Now you want to get a little bit of thoracic extension, upper back. So start to imagine you're wiggling the ribs off each other, off the spine, and then draw your upper back while sending the hips forward. Let's keep breathing. 2 more. Nice. 1 more. It's a subtle movement. The upper back won't go very far. Good. And then slowly coming back. Nice little side stretch. Right fingertips reach towards the mat. Left fingertips inhale, reach up. Exhale, peel your body over to the right. Oh, feel that juicy stretch from your left hip to your left pinky finger. Keep breathing. 1 more. And then slowly coming back to center. Really nice. Now switch. Opposite foot in front, left foot in front, drop the back knee, untuck the toe. Again, reach the fingertips up. Draw the hips forward. Ease and feel the sensations in that right thigh and right hip. Now start to wiggle the ribs up. Good. And then draw the upper back back. So again, subtle movement, not too much movement. 3 breaths. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and then slowly coming back. Little side stretch, left hand down, right arm peels up. Inhale. Exhale, peel the body over. 2 breaths. 1 more. Good, and then slowly coming back to center. Nice. Step back into your downward facing dog, and again, walk it out. How does it feel? Now, working a bit in the lower body, the ankles and the feet. So you've got a wall or something near to you. Take into that low lunge, grab the wall for balance, and then really start to drive that right knee over that right ankle. So you feel that stretch across the back of the right ankle. You're also working your ankle mobility here as well. Hopefully you can see. So really get that right knee over the right ankle, and you get a nice stretch to the front of the left thigh. Good, 2 more breaths. See if you can go a little deeper, 1 more. Awesome, guys. Slowly back off. Other side, left foot comes in front. Now, firstly, knee over the ankle, then drive that left knee past the toes. Good, opening up through that right hip as well, back of the left ankle, and working the mobility as well at the front of the ankle. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good, and then slowly release. Now come to sit onto those shins for your shin stretch. Now, this can be really uncomfortable for a lot of people. So if it is too uncomfortable, bring a bit of weight into the fingertips, or you can place a brick or a book underneath your bum and your heels. Otherwise, just simply sitting down onto those heels, opening through the shins, the fronts of the feet. So again, a really important muscle, the tibialis anterior, which we use every day, even if it's just walking, but particularly for us runners. If you want more fingertips underneath the shoulders, start to lean back, maybe lift the knees, maybe the shins. You'll really feel the stretch here. Good, keep breathing. 3 more. Maybe close the eyes if this is intense, focus on the breath. 2 more. Really good, last one. Good, and then slowly start to release down. Now come forward, shake it out. Well done, that's super tough. Good. And then slowly start to tuck the toes. Come to sit onto those heels. Toe stretch, everyone's favorite. Don't hate me. Make sure all 10 toes can touch the mat if you biologically can. And then just breathing here, closing the eyes. Feeling that opening at the bottoms of the feet. Good, about 3 more breaths. 2 more. You're nearly there. Last one. Awesome, everyone. Now slowly, hands release. Shake it out. Tap the feet if you need. Good. And now start to tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Coming into our glute stretch for those hips. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Bring the right shin onto the mat. Scoot this back left leg out. Now what I want you to do, I want you to roll over onto your right hip as you inhale. Exhale, left hip draws towards that right heel. So you feel a stretch on the outside of your right hip, the external rotator muscles. Good, 3 more. Inhale, roll over to right. Exhale, left hip to right heel, squaring off the hips. Oh, I can feel this. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale, left hip to right heel, hold, maybe come down further if you want to get a little bit more. Breathe here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful. Walk the hands back towards you, tuck your back toe, lift your left knee. Slowly extend that right leg up and back. Any wiggles or shakes? Shake it out. Downward facing dog. How does that right leg feel now? Now left hand side, left knee to your left wrist. Bring your left shin onto the mat. Guide it more parallel if you need. Remember, left knee wider than your left hip. Same thing, roll over onto the left hip. Inhale here. Exhale, right hip to your left heel. Oh, feel it all on the outside of that left hip and butt. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, right hip to left heel. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Good. Now exhale, right hip to left heel. Hold, stay there, or maybe come forward and down for 4 breaths. For 3. Keep breathing for 2. And 1. Gently walk the hands back towards you. Tuck your back toe. Lift your right knee. Slowly extend this left leg up and back. Shake it out. Now coming into your last downward dog. So really scan the legs. How do they feel? Hopefully more space, maybe slightly longer, lighter. Enjoy it. You've worked hard for it. Good. And then coming into our final pose. Drop to the knees. Scoot the feet out from underneath you. And coming into a bridge pose. So it's really important to build strength as well. So feet hip distance apart. Make sure you can graze the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Arms alongside the body. Now navel to spine to imprint your lower back onto the mat. Lengthen the tailbone. Squeeze the butt as you lift. Good. So this is strengthening. You don't want to flare the ribs out, come into a back bend. You want the ribs to stay connected down to your tummy. Good. So squeeze the butt. Feel the hamstrings engaged, the thighs engaged, the butt engaged. Good. Breathing here for 3. Squeezing harder for 2. And for 1. And then slowly coming all the way down. We're just going to do that one more time. Have a little rest here. Good. Same thing. Feet hip distance apart. Make sure you can touch the backs of the heels. Imprint the lower back onto the mat by squeezing the navel to the spine. Lengthen the tailbone away. Lift the hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, ribs down. Squeeze and lift. Keep breathing. For 3. Nearly there for 2. Squeeze and lift a little bit more for 1. And then gently start to release. Good. And then bring the knees in towards the chest. Let it go. Give yourself a nice, big, well-deserved hug. And then giving yourself a nice little massage to finish. Hands at the backs of the thighs. Rock and roll. Try to engage your navel so that the feet don't touch the mat when you come up. Ironing out all that soft tissue along the vertebrae. This is what your spine loves. Good. One more. And then coming all the way up to seated. And that is our little yoga functional movement class for all you runners out there. So any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, hope you enjoy and hopefully meeting you one day soon. Thank you so much.